Hi, I'm Len Kaufman and welcome to another episode of All Things Cruise. Today we're leaving Siem Reap, Cambodia, site of the famous Angkor Wat Temple, which you see behind me. We're headed to meet up with the Aqua Mekong, a 205-foot vessel that will take us on a week-long journey down the Mekong River from Cambodia to Vietnam. To paraphrase Dr. Seuss, oh, the places we will go. For me, the Aqua Mekong, operated by Aqua Expeditions, is the definition of casual luxury. With a generous use of teak applied with style, the Aqua Mekong carries a maximum of 40 passengers in great comfort. The atmosphere on board is relaxed. Leave your tuxedo at home, but bring your walking shoes. After settling in and enjoying a great meal, one of many to follow, we wake up the next morning to take a tour by skiff of the Prek Tol Bird Sanctuary, the largest bird sanctuary in Southeast Asia. It is home to many of the rarest bird species in the world.
And green mustache and cucumber.
After lunch, we are taken by skiffs to the Mot Kla floating village for a blessing ceremony. For me, being able to go into the heart of these villages to see how another culture lives makes this entire voyage worthwhile. It's been said that the reason we travel is to know from where we came, and this trip proves the proverb. We're able to interact with the monks through our guides, who act as our interpreters. This local entrepreneur is selling dried shrimp. Some of it will end up in tonight's dinner. In the evenings, usually before dinner, we're offered a lecture by one of the very knowledgeable guides on the things we saw during the day. On another expedition, we go by skiff to the floating village of Chinook Tru, Cambodia, where we saw an ice-making factory and had a chance to travel the canals among the floating villages to better appreciate how life is lived on the water. The high-speed skiffs of the Aqua Mekong enable us to maximize our time on the waterways in the villages. They are stable, fast, and highly maneuverable, allowing us to blend in with the flow of water traffic and to get up close to the action. The kids become adept at living on the water at a very early age, as you can clearly see. A popular activity on board Aqua Mekong is the cooking and fruit carving demonstrations given by the talented chefs. On this afternoon's adventure, we had a choice of vehicles to get to the Adong Rusai Pottery and Sugar Palm Village. We have tuk-tuks and bicycles. Instead of a mechanized pottery wheel where the potter is stationary and the pot turns, the opposite is true.
Electricity in this country also.
The chefs on board Aqua Mekong produce amazing meals in their galley, and it includes a lot of local produce. Today, on day 4, we visit the Udang Pagoda. Inside, we see an incredibly painted ceiling and mesmerizing LED illuminated altar. We see long processions of saffron-clad monks winding their way into the temple. They were followed by the postulants who wear white robes before becoming monks. This local food market provides a rich palette for the photographers in the group.
Tomatoes and sauce and you put on and chilies. Yeah, it goes crispy like chips.
After, the skiff takes us to the silversmith village of Ko Chen to see silverware being made. On day 4, we arrived in Phnom Penh. I went on a tour of the Royal Palace in the morning and the National Museum in the afternoon. Boy, those kings sure knew how to live. The tuk-tuk is an efficient way to get around town. Silk is also produced in this area.
It's a good thing. They're doing well.
This craft market provides lots of temptations for our group. This is the Phnom Penh Museum, where we can get a better insight into the history of the region. Aqua Mekong is docked right alongside the river walkway. Phnom Penh is a big, bustling city with a pulse all its own, but a stroll along the river reveals a lot about the people who live there. Phnom Penh traffic is amazing. Somehow, however, it all seems to work. local dance troupe comes on board to present this traditional performance. On this morning, day 6, we go to the Long Son Pagoda to visit the meditation center. From the hill above the pagoda, we can see the border between Cambodia and Vietnam. Vietnam on the left, Cambodia on the right. It looks so peaceful these days. This wild rickshaw ride gave everyone something to talk about over lunch.
Tilapia, catfish, to the white one you see over there.
Along the river, we see many fish farms. One of the major crops is tilapia. The fish are in net pens, but the river water flows through the nets.
Này điêu hồng á. Mấy lần 40 lần.
These ladies are washing up after a day working in the field. We're in Vietnam now, a place that has long been on my bucket list, and the afternoon brings us to Mein Hung village. We have choices of getting there by boat or bike. In the village, we're treated to a tasting of exotic fruit and some local liqueur. The large fruit with the points on it is durian. It's said it tastes like heaven, but it smells like hell. I agree. Next, a colorful dragon dance, up close and personal. The owners of the property invite us into their home, and we're treated to a musical performance. Once again, we're back to the mothership, our home away from home. Day 7 finds us on the skiff going to Bin Thon Island to see mat-making families and visit a local temple. Well, here we have the Vietnamese version of Allied moving. We have the opportunity to interact with some of the locals via our guide.
I'm very happy to see.
I think we are as much of an attraction for some of the kids as they are for us. At a visit to the school, we deliver some books provided by Aqua Mekong.
The kids.
They're putting fish in those green bags and adding compressed air to keep the fish alive for shipping out of the country. Going along the river in our skiffs, we come across a local school bus. Today we have a second cooking demonstration. Next, a visit to a workshop where they are making spring roll wraps of rice and rice cakes and candies.
Over there you can see the layer inside or inside. Mix up a little bit of sweet. And the best way they have to go around like this. What happens to the leftover after cooking?
And to round out the day, we visit Mr. Kiet's house, one of the oldest houses in southern Vietnam, built around 150 years ago. Modern electronics on the bridge help ensure our safety on the trip. We share some festivities with the crew and we have our final dinner, a wonderful closing for an incredible week.